Hey, it's Natalie from Natalia Style, and today I wanted to share more of an old school handbag review and what's in my bag, as well as some first impressions since owning this bag for the past 5 to 6 months. The bag that I'm featuring today is the Alma BB from Louis Vuitton in the Damier Azur print. Now, this is my first Damier Azur bag from Louis Vuitton. I have a Neverfull in Damier Ebene. I also have the classic Speedy in mono. I also have another vintage bag in monogram. So I really wanted something in this lighter print because I feel like it's a little bit more unique. It's a little bit subtle and it's great for summertime. I just really like the kind of cream, the light blue. It's just a very elegant look for summer, and it doesn't like scream the brand as well. And I've been wanting this shape as well, an Alma BB. I was thinking of getting an Alma BB in épée leather because it seemed really durable, great for the Canadian climate, which is, you know, in winter it gets really cold and wet and rainy, and then in summer it can get really hot and stormy as well. So I wanted something that I could kind of wear easily with no fuss. Now, I had seen if you are a kind of higher up clientele of Louis Vuitton, they will do custom orders of the Alma BB and Damier Azur, but I was nowhere near that level. I've only bought a couple bags like in stores, so I'm not, you know, a frequent customer, we'll say. So that was kind of out of the question, and getting something like that on the resale market is really tough. I also didn't want it because it came with the vachetta leather, and as you know, the Alma BB has this whole base which would have been completely in vachetta, which is just rife for getting absolutely filthy. I don't mind handles and straps. I think I can waterproof those pretty carefully, or like tie a bandeau and kind of protect it, but I knew with a base like this it was not going to happen. So when I saw on Foxy LV on Instagram, she posts basically all the upcoming Louis Vuitton releases, I saw the Alma BB and Damier Azur, and I thought, okay, this is it. I have to get this bag. It's pretty much like in my dreams, this bag, something that I've wanted for a long time. So a lot of people did not like the braided handles in the comments, and I kind of was a little bit hesitant about that too. I think because it mainly drives up the cost of the bag as well, because it's like an extra leather detailing. It's pretty much like any excuse to kind of jack up the price. But honestly, seen it in person, they look so much more beautiful in person. And I actually like that they kind of add like a grip and kind of like a textured kind of detail. So in person, it doesn't bother me at all. I actually kind of think it's a beautiful feature on this bag. Makes it a little bit interesting and kind of more handmade, more unique. So that kind of didn't, you know, dissuade me. I kind of was waiting to see it in person because basically the process of getting this bag was a little bit different than I'm accustomed to. So basically I kind of asked around in Facebook groups. There's, I guess in Canada we have LVOE Canada, the Facebook group, and I messaged if anyone has a good essay for getting things in. A lot of people told me it's probably not going to happen. It's too quick. You have to be like on release day, blah, blah, blah. That's not true. I found a wonderful essay thanks to a recommendation of one of the group members. Her name is Rebecca. She is at the Bloor Street Holt Renfrew location in Toronto, and she was able to pre-order this bag for me. So basically I knew this was going to launch March 25th in Canada. So I ordered it a month before just to get my name on the list, and it came in for me. So that was pretty much a way of securing it. And I had done that before with the Catogram collection at Louis Vuitton. So I kind of knew there must be a way if you pre-order something. I think it's more that you pay for it and it's not a guarantee that it'll come in. But luckily it did come in for me and I was able to pick it up. So I picked it up, I think, beginning of April. And I haven't really worn it too much this summer, which is kind of funny. I think I've just been so busy, haven't really worn it out. And I think it's one of those things where when you have like a new luxury item, you're scared of wearing it. You're like, this is so precious and you don't want to mess it up. So it's kind of like getting a brand new cell phone. You're kind of scared to use it at first and you really protect it. But once I started using it, I have to say I have not stopped wearing it. Like, it's just such a cute little versatile bag and I've been loving it so far. Going into the details of this bag, this is like the classic Alma BB shape. What I really like about the Alma BB is that it's also a crossbody. So it comes with this long strap. Now, one thing about this bag that is unique, kind of like the Damier Ebene collection, is that it is coated leather. It's not vachetta, so it's pretty durable. It's this beautiful kind of coated cream. Just a really beautiful color in person. I think it matches absolutely beautifully with the Damier Azur print. Now I know that this bag might yellow, so I am making sure that I'm storing it in its dust bag away in my packs unit. I'm not keeping it out on display, even though it is gorgeous. I kind of pack it away at the end of the day when I'm not using it, just because I don't want it to fade. But I'm conscious that might happen, but I think even this leather, it'll kind of work, like it'll kind of patina with it. So I'm not too concerned about it. I like wearing it on the crook of my arm like this. I also like holding it by the handles, and I think the braiding really does add something, and it kind of makes it really nice to hold. It's very like secure. It's very kind of grippy. It's very unique as far as handbags go, but obviously crossbody, I kind of wear this on my shoulder. I wear it crossbody because I'm pretty tall. It hits at my hip. Obviously, this strap is not adjustable, so you kind of have to be aware of that. I think if you were more petite, this bag would feel really long. On me, it's a good kind of fit, like it hits me right at my hip, so it's like exactly where it needs to be. But if you were a little bit shorter than me, I'm 5'8", I think this might be a little bit awkward, so you might need to like figure out how to shorten the strap or maybe get a different strap entirely. Overall, I really like the way this bag is kind of structured. It has a really good proportion. I like that it looks like a mini bag, but because the base is kind of wider at the bottom, you can fit quite a bit in this bag. So I'm just gonna get right into it and show you what I have inside here. So I've kind of been using this all week, kind of just like as an everyday bag, because it's like the end of summer. I kind of want to get some more mileage out of this bag and kind of see how I like it, because I'm thinking of maybe getting a vintage AP leather version of this bag, like in a classic like navy or black, like just something really useful and wearable for like work and stuff. So inside here I have my Louis Vuitton key case. This is the 6 key holder. This fits inside. I also have my massive Pixel 6 cell phone. So that fits inside super easily, no problems whatsoever. So if you're looking at getting the iPhone Pro Max, I don't think you'll have any issues fitting that inside this bag. I also have a pair of sunglasses. I actually love these sunglasses. I got them from Amazon. They are super cute. They're polarized, really beautiful pair. So these fit inside as well. So I have 2 lipsticks inside as well. I have my card case. I also have a pen, and that's pretty much it. So I can fit quite a bit, all the essentials, and then some. I typically don't carry around sunglasses in my purse, but I'm able to do that in this bag, which is kind of a nice change. And here is the inside. So I did purchase a little felt organizer. Now I don't find this to be the best organizer at all, because the pockets are kind of too shallow and not wide enough to fit my phone or other things, but it does have a zipper. I kind of am really just using this as a liner, because the inside of this bag is completely fabric, and I already have a couple of spots where it got a little bit dirty, so I kind of just want to protect it from getting any dirtier. So I'm kind of just using that as a liner just for protection, and I might even purchase a simpler felt liner that literally just lines the inside. So that's something to keep in mind. It's very, very kind of typical canvas, so I feel like it could pick up dirt. I'm thinking of cleaning it just with some micellar water. That's one of my biggest hacks. If you ever have any dirt or makeup or any stains like that, using just a little bit of micellar water on a cotton pad and just dabbing it is like the best thing. It just lifts up all those molecules, all that dirt, and it doesn't like make a mess. So that's probably what I'm gonna do. I just didn't want to make it any worse. Now, one thing that was really interesting, and my sister was kind of shocked because her Alma BB in Damier Azur has like a little patch on the inside here that would say Louis Vuitton in leather. Mine doesn't have that, which is kind of curious. It's just different, maybe because it's limited edition. It kind of caught me by surprise, and she's like, oh, that's interesting. You don't have any kind of like logo or anything inside the bag. So where that's located is actually here on the outside. So as you can see there, it says Louis Vuitton Paris, made in France. This bag is actually a made in France model, which is pretty rare for Canadian items. Typically we get them sent in from the US, so I thought that was kind of exciting. The other thing that's really unique about this one is that it's actually the first time I've purchased a bag that does not have a date code. So typically when you purchase a Louis Vuitton bag, it'll probably be like usually like on the inside pocket or just somewhere kind of tucked inside the bag. There will be a date code that shows you the week and the year, and then a factory code as well where the item was made in. Now, this one does not have it. So very interesting. I'm actually gonna check if my little wallet here has it. Yep, it says SP 3159. So yes, I got this in 2019. So that makes sense. So it was like made in the 35th week of 2019. So that makes sense. And it was made in France. So it's like an SP factory. So that is always usually in a Louis Vuitton item, but right now the bags are starting to use NFC chips. So you cannot actually check the authenticity of a bag. You have to be a Louis Vuitton SA. You have to go into the store, but you can use your own like scanners, not NFT, frig, what are they called? NPC or whatever the acronym is, and you can get an app on your phone and you can actually scan this. And there's ways you can tell whether it's a legitimate chip or whether it's not. But as always, you know, counterfeiters are getting really good, so they're even faking the chips. So this is just really interesting that they've integrated technology into this bag, just to protect their trademark. I think it's very interesting what they're doing to kind of combat like all the fakes out there, because they've gotten absolutely incredible. And I'll be honest, when I kind of realized that this bag was different than the one my sister had and we were comparing them, I was a little bit like, what happened? Like, did I get a store return? Like, it was just so unique. And I guess I hadn't been able to find other people on the internet that talked about it, just the new models and what they're doing, just that they're different than what we're used to. They don't have the date codes. They don't sometimes have the little kind of insignias inside that say Louis Vuitton, made in France or made in wherever. So it's just a little bit different than what we're used to. So I think there might be like a change in guides for authenticity. So we're just gonna see that kind of roll out soon. But overall, I'm pretty happy with this bag. I think it's a great size. It's very versatile. You can wear it going out. You can also wear it kind of as an everyday bag as well. I think this could also lean really casual. You know, wearing this with like a pair of white jeans with a little sweater. I think it's just a really cute bag and just very easy to style. And I've been loving it more and more. I find it just looks really cute with like a dress like I'm wearing today, like a little sundress, just like a really easy bag to wear. I love that it's crossbody and that it's not too big. It's just really simple, and I like that you're not going to be like worried about staining your vachetta in the rain as well. Now, one thing that was interesting, and I didn't notice it until my sister pointed it out, but the hardware on this bag is like this beautiful kind of warm brass. But one thing that's a little bit off, well, two things actually, is the zipper is more of a cool tone. Now I'm going to insert some close-ups, but the zipper is more of like a blue tone kind of brass, and I'm just going to kind of, you can probably see the difference here when you compare the hardware of the handle with the actual zipper pull. The zipper pull kind of has like a blue tone, which is interesting. I wonder if that's like a limited edition specific, or maybe like the factory had different supplies that day. I don't know, I'm just trying to figure out why. But the tones of the brass are kind of different, and I find that interesting. The other thing, and I have not put this on my bag, is the lock. It's this extremely kind of warm gold, and it doesn't match anything else on the bag. And I don't think I'm going to use it because it just doesn't match. Like, I might just have this as like a keychain, or maybe make a necklace out of it. I don't know. I just don't like it. Like, it doesn't really match. It also adds a lot of weight, which I don't think I need. Like, this brass key, this brass lock is really heavy. The keys as well, they are kind of tarnishing though. I don't know. They've just been sitting. I guess it's been really humid out, so that could have kind of like a factor. But I just find that really interesting that this lock just does not match, and I really wouldn't want to put this on my bag. It just doesn't look good to me. The other thing I have not put on my bag is the cloche. I've watched a ton of YouTube videos about how to put the cloche on your bag, and I think it just kind of makes it maybe a little bit like too much. I mean, it's nice. I like the look of it, but I haven't put it on yet because it kind of like bulges. Like, I have the little key here, but when you actually put it on the leather, and it's because it's this coated leather, it's just so thick and kind of stiff, and it really kind of deforms, and I don't really want to deform the cloche, so I have to kind of figure out, it's kind of like bulging out here at the back. So I really don't like that. I have to figure out a way to kind of have this go on the purse easily. It's just very stiff, so I might bring that back into the store and kind of let them style it. and just figure it out. It's just not something I've had on any other bags of mine, so I haven't put it on yet on this, just because it doesn't really work. I don't think it adds anything. I kind of like it without it, just because you have the braiding. It's already like an extra little detail. I don't feel like I need a kind of cloche hanging, but we'll see. I might change my tune, but for now, I'm just kind of letting this bag be because she's really cute and I've been enjoying it. As far as wear and tear goes, I haven't been wearing this too much. I've probably worn it maybe like a dozen times. One thing I've noticed, I have like a little bit of black spots on this one zipper tab pull. It doesn't bother me too much, but it's definitely there. So far the leather's been really good. There's been a couple little spots and they ended up just being dirt and I could literally just wipe it away. There is one spot where I had a little bit of a bump, I think, and it kind of hit the leather, so there's like a little bit of a ridge, but it's honestly so minor you would have to like inspect it microscopically. But overall everything's very neat. The print lines up beautifully, very well. Like I know some people are very particular about how even and, you know, crisp the stitching is and how the patterns match up, but on this one I don't see any issues with that. I think they match up beautifully all throughout. All the stitching's done really well. Just definitely, I kind of see like a really high quality bag here. I don't have any issues that I've had on other bags. My Neverfull isn't the best. There's a couple spots where the stitching's off and the print doesn't line up as good. And I think because I bought it in Spain, I wasn't really inspecting it too much. But this bag is honestly really beautiful. I think maybe because it's a limited edition piece, maybe they put in a little bit more time and effort. It's not like one of those classic pieces that they kind of churn out. This is actually like a really stunning bag and I'm really happy with it. The other thing I love is that it has feet on the bottom, so it doesn't get your bottom dirty. I really like that. You can put it on a table. You don't have to worry about it. I have been wearing this bag. I've been wearing it on the subway, take it with me to work. I'm not really concerned. So it's nice that you kind of have that extra protection as well. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this little review of the Louis Vuitton Alma BB in Damier Azur. I think if you see this bag, definitely get it. It is a limited edition piece. They might not make this next year, so I think it's really special and worth picking up. I love that they kept the print classic and they've only added detail in the braiding. I think it's really beautiful in person and I don't think you'd be disappointed in picking up this bag. I hope you enjoyed this video and review of my Louis Vuitton Alma BB in Damier Azur. You can check out more on my website, nataliastyleblog.com, or you can follow me on Instagram at Natalie Asked. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time.